Smiling faces. Hey, here we are once again in the green room, and it's a beautiful day out there today. It seems like spring is coming into our season here, and 60, 70 degrees. I have Judith Marchand with us today, and Alan Riggoletto is going to play some music for us. And we are so happy to be here and hear all this incredible music that has come out of that incredible festival.
Yes, there's been just wonderful feedback.
Oh, man.
So glad everyone had a good time.
I know I've been filling up, you have been helping me to fill up in the green room with all these incredible musicians. And not the less today, man. Alan's amazing. He's got so much going on. He's played all over the world and knows that guitar, knows the guitars. Plays. Have you played sitar? I didn't see that in there.
I did have a sitar for
I did
a couple
see you
months.
say something like that. Yeah.
Well, tell us about yourself, where you're from, how you got into music, what you play. Yeah.
Well, I just came to Lambertville about a year ago, a year and a month, almost to the day. And before that, I was living in North Jersey and, just doing pretty much everything I possibly could with music. Playing classical guitar and jazz, rock, avant-garde music, Indian classical, and was touring the world with a psychedelic band for a while. So
now you're giving us the quick rundown.
Yeah,
we have an hour to fill, so let's get the slow version.
Yeah,
here.
okay. Yeah.
You were born in a little you were small when you were born, and then you grew up. And
I was about average size as a baby.
Okay.
I think. I don't know.
Where were you born?
You were born in Jersey?
Yeah, I was born in Jersey. I've lived in Jersey my whole life. I was born in Summit, and then I lived down the shore in Ocean Township for 10 years.
Okay.
And moved up to Morris County and lived there until I'm here in Lambertville.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, like I said before, welcome to Lambertville, musicians' home here.
Welcome home.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a great place.
It feels like home.
Good.
Yeah. So you live in Lambertville now, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Live pretty close to the studio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was an easy commute.
That's good. And what do you do here in Lambertville?
Well, I play out music, as much as I can. My big thing is that I teach at the Birdhouse Center for the Arts on North Main Street.
Okay.
I teach guitar and just various music lessons, including piano and voice and little drumming here and there. So,
Total musician.
Yeah.
That's great. When did you start out with classical guitar, or did you start out with rock guitar, or what was your first love in the music thing?
Well, I mean, to really go back to the beginning, I started piano lessons when I was 5. And I played piano for a very long time. And it was when I was 11, my parents bought me my first real acoustic piano. I was just playing a digital piano. And then, of course, once they had bought me that piano, I took a liking to the guitar. And, it's like, hey, I want to play guitar. And they were like, are you serious? So, I started playing guitar and taught myself for a year. It took a little while to get used to it. And first got used to playing guitar, strumming Jimmy Buffett tunes. I'll have to do a Jimmy Buffett night sometime.
That's kind of hard to imagine.
Yeah, pay tribute to my my beach roots, even though now I'm a mountain river man. And I started off playing rock and roll. I was in I still am in a band called Agita, which comes from the Italian word for...
Agita?
Yeah, agita.
Okay.
Comes from the Italian word for indigestion.
Heartburn.
I love that.
Because my friend's father would would complain about the noise of our band. He would say, "You're giving me agita."
That's awesome. What kind of band?
Well, we played.
Must have been an acid band.
Yeah.
Acid rock band.
Yeah. Well, we started out as kind of a punk band, metal band, and we still exist nowadays. We just came out with a release last year, and we play what we call grungy art groove, which is our own term for our genre, which is grungy is hard rock that's a little progressive and a little psychedelic. So it's a good mix of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, we're still kicking.
That's great.
And do you play in other bands too?
Yeah, I play, right now I just play in, I guess, 2 bands. I play in an Irish band as well, called Paddy and the Pale Boys, and we just finished up
Paddy and the Bluebells, what did you say?
Paddy and the Pale Boys.
Oh, Pale Boys,
Yeah.
okay.
We just finished up a crazy month of playing Irish
sure.
music, so still
That's great.
still recovering from that.
Oh, awesome. And then you do your solo work.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. Well, so I, after, I was been playing rock for a long time, I started taking guitar lessons with a guitar player, Mark Skanga, who lives up in North Jersey. And he really pushed me to start to branch out because, I was all, everything's got to be loud and fast and you're not supposed to hear any of the words.
Right.
And he pushed me to start learning jazz. And
classical, too?
Well, I originally went to him and said I wanted to learn classical, and he started teaching me jazz.
Okay.
And classical really came when it came to be time to go to college, and I realized, okay, it's time to start thinking about what I want to do with my life. And really, the choice when it came to going to college was either classical or jazz.
Right.
That's when you're going the academic route. That's really the 2 big options you have.
Right.
And I decided to go with classical.
Okay.
So then I thought, okay, well, now I need to learn how to play classical guitar. So I really kind of just picked up the guitar and started practicing like crazy. And then I went to the College in New Jersey for classical guitar. Studied in Germany for a semester as well at the Conservatory in Frankfurt.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't notice by your bio, you've been all over the place in Europe.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I studied for a semester in
impressive.
Germany. Got a real intense, focused semester of good classical guitar lessons. So that was really intense and very helpful for me. And I think that
This is in Germany?
This is in Germany, yeah.
And while you were there, you went toured other countries?
Well, I just, I went around, checking out other countries. I didn't really play much music over there. I did have one time in a bar in Ireland, I ended up playing some classical Brazilian music.
Classical Brazilian music.
Yeah. Well,
Interesting.
yeah, I made the mistake of talking to the local musicians, and then at the end of the night, they were like, "We're done, now you're up."
Wow, so you do everything from classical to jazz to Irish to psychedelic hard rock. I mean, the whole gamut.
Yeah, Indian classical as well.
That's very unusual. Most people are, more in one genre. So that's very
it's
versatile.
a bit of a blessing and a curse at the same time because I just I can't get enough of a little bit of everything. I have to always be branching out. So some people, they really like to focus on one thing, and I have a hard time with that.
Well, it's really, I think it's neat.
I do too.
It's kind of like though, I know what you mean though. It's like, your focus is like all over the place. And you love this music and you love that music, but if you can put it all together, which I know you do.
Yeah.
Do it nicely and it works.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
Well,
we had a musician. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, yeah.
We had a musician here, Eric Mintel, just recently, and his thing was he had voice lessons, and he just sings opera. So he plays rock, and in his rock he'll throw a little, intonation of that
Oh, cool.
Classical stuff, you know.
Wow.
And I think it's pretty cool, you know. It's like,
Yeah,
It's great.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know, you just kind of, it's nice to merge things, you know,
Yeah.
instead of the same stuff. You know, you could sing, he'll sing the blues, and then all of a sudden they'll go into this voice thing with the opera, you know. It's really cool.
Very cool. Well, and you do photography too, right?
Yeah, that's been a recent hobby I took up. One of my best friends is the photographer Mark Jaworski, who's really making a name for himself up in the North Jersey, New York City area. So I've been very inspired by him, and then of course by the area in Lambertville. It's every place you walk, there's some scene or something to photograph, whether it's you know, a big vista or, you know, just a small piece of nature. It's you know, there's a lot to photograph around here, so it's been a little playground for me. You know?
Yeah, well,
The city of the arts, I
Yeah,
think, this
yeah.
place, you know. It's
Yeah.
just really beautiful.
you've brought us some of your photographs, and they're just gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, especially just because I love sparkly water. This one from the back of the waterfall,
Yeah.
right? At Swan.
Yes, the Swan Creek.
Mm-hmm.
For all you
And
watching
it's-
on TV,
Yeah.
we're gonna flash the pictures.
It's all sparkly, and the perspective is so unusual. I love it. But yes, since you can't see it, radio listeners, you'll have to come and view them. And Alan, tell us where we can view them and hear your music.
Yeah, so on this Friday, March 25th, I'm going to be having my EP release show at the Birdhouse Center of the Arts.
Yay.
And starting at 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock p.m. that is, of course, I'm going to be having my first ever photography show. I'll have 18 pieces on display,
Oh, wow.
all for purchase.
Great.
Some of them are framed and some of them are just packaged for whatever you want to do with them. And, you know, I'll be there hanging out. You know, you could talk to me about my photography, or you can talk to me about whatever you want to. I don't care. And then at 8 o'clock, the music starts with Brandon Broderick, who
Awesome
has been
musician.
really just working hard, going all over New Jersey. You know, I'm very impressed with his schedule. He's always playing somewhere in New Jersey, whether it's an open mic night or doing a featured show. So it's really, and you know, he's an excellent musician, and I'm really happy he's going to be playing as an opener for me.
He's opening it up, yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard him at some open mics. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, the second I saw him play, I was like, okay, that's who I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you know, he's going to do a set. We'll have a break. You know, another chance to look at the photography and just hang out in the lovely space that the Birdhouse is.
Yeah, it is really nice.
Yeah.
We did a whole night of actually live recording from there
Oh yeah.
with
Yeah.
the shack, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, great
that
space.
was a fun, nice.
Yeah,
fun
it's
night.
the atmosphere there is just incredible. Every time I go to a show, I'm just go home really happy.
Yeah.
And the owners or the people who run it are beautiful people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Justin and
Justin
Bronwyn.
Justin and
yeah.
Brown, they're great people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we got you.
Well,
I'm
wait, and then you're going to play.
Yeah,
We get
yeah.
to the end there.
Yeah, so then I'll play. I'm going to do a full set featuring all of the tunes on my upcoming release every night. And then I'm also going to throw in some brand new ones, which will be on my next release, which, you know, that's in the works.
All right.
But yeah, it's you know, I'll be doing a really nice set and you know, throwing as much as I can at you.
Sounds
And then,
fantastic.
Brandon and I might join each other on the stage and
Oh, yes, you
yeah, play
definitely
a couple
should.
tunes. So,
Yeah, yeah. I got to
yeah.
hear the first time you guys played together over
Yeah.
at Carla's. Fantastic. Oh, just amazing. Yeah.
yeah, that was a surprise for me.
I can't wait.
I
Friday night,
imagine-
7
yeah.
o'clock
I
at the
imagine
Birdhouse.
Judith got you hooked up with the Prosville Mill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Played the upstairs acoustic stage later on in the evening, and that was just, I mean, what an event! That was a
Yeah.
great time. And
Yeah.
thanks Judy for
Yeah,
putting that together. That
I'm
was
glad it
just
worked out.
amazing. Yep.
I know you had other things to do that day, so I'm glad it worked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was just great to see pretty much everyone I know from this area under one roof, and it was like a big party with just amazing music, and got to meet new people, and see new acts, and see acts I've seen a million times, and it was just really an excellent day /
Awesome.
evening of music. So that was an incredible event.
Yeah, it really was. Let's hear a tune.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
little-
start off with the opening song from my upcoming release, Every
Excellent.
Night, which is called The Delaware River.
All right.
And what's funny about this song is actually I wrote this song prior to even knowing I was moving to Lambertville. I
Okay.
just
Really?
really enjoy the Delaware River, and it's always been something that I really admired. I had no idea I would be spending every day
Lucky
living
us.
on its banks.
Well,
Yay.
it's the name of your album, right? Every day? Every night?
Every night.
Every
Yeah,
night.
Is
every
the
night.
album. Yep.
Yeah.
Every night is the album, and I'll just say one more time that the EP release is this Friday evening, starting 7 p.m. at the Birdhouse in Lambertville.
Mhm.
You can hear these songs.
And also, the EP in its digital form is available
That's right.
for pre-order on Bandcamp, iTunes, and many other digital music resources. And I'm doing a special thing where if you pre-order my EP, I'll see your name on a list, and if you show up at my EP release show, I'll give you a CD for free.
Yay. Excellent. And it's Alan Riggoletto, Rigoletto.
Yep.
Every Night is the album.
Okay, let's get to it.
Some people get to hoping, other folks talk a moping. I can get by in the tall, tall grass by the Delaware River flowing. If you came along, we could make us a pair by the water's little ripples from the boatman. It's cool as the winds that shove it. It'll rise like smoke, but don't snuff it. If you float by, you can happen to glance at the hills that rise up above it. If you took the time just to give it a chance, you would tell me with a song and a dance, from the hills to the valley, I sure love it. For miles I've rode and miles I've sworn that miles they have no meaning. To the end of the world we can make it a task, with a rope from home or at home we are back. We can get by in the tall, tall grass by the Delaware River flowing. We could spend our lives away from our abode, travel up to the sky, shed a shadow on the road. It will not die, it won't even get slowed, that Delaware River flowing. For sentimental reasons, I have made my point so clearly. Riding out visions is an endless climb. You can run around your dream till you're running for your life. You can sweat for your butter, you can toil for your knife, but the Grand Forever River keeps on flowing. If you happen to make it for a morning glass, it'll be a dozen times filled with a deep romance. You'll be looking for a reason to be lodging on the banks of the Delaware River flowing. The Delaware River flowing. The Delaware River flowing.
Yeah.
I love that, and it's even so much closer to my heart because I love the Delaware, and I live here, and we should make an album of artists that have songs about this area.
Yeah, yeah.
That song,
That's a great
Russell
idea.
Norkovich has the Rivertown song.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty.
Yeah. That would be cool. Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of river tunes coming from this area.
Yeah, I love it.
It's
Great song.
so beautiful to hear musicians play like this stuff from the heart. It's kind of like that's the universal language. That's the
Yeah.
universal communication with us. And that E minor is such a cool song for folk music. That you play, and it's just really wonderful. To feel that energy. Because no matter who sits in that chair and plays, and they play from their heart. It's just
Magical.
magical. Yes, very much so.
Wonderful.
And you certainly can, feel it playing here in the studio. Like, it's being a musician. Every place you play, you feel something different. And
Yeah.
feels good here.
Yeah, right.
Well, then, if it
that.
feels that good, you're going to have to play another song.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Before we go to a break, okay?
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
This is actually, I guess I'm going down the list. This is the second tune off of my upcoming EP. This is called To Say the Least. When I first met you, eyes waving at me louder than your hands. I bunched up a wonderful wailing and I told the town to wake up the county. They were right to tell me to calm down. They were right to put their hands over my mouth. It didn't stop me from shouting, didn't stop me from saying it's not logical, not even hypothetical. I feel life flowing through me again, to say the least, the very least. And this time it's no less of a wonder. I waited a bit and saved the rest for the birds. They tally my foolish decrees. Oh, why is me? Oh, who is we? They were right to get me to calm down. They were right to put their hands over my mouth. Didn't stop me from shouting, didn't stop me from saying it's not logical, not even hypothetical. I feel life flowing through me again, to say the least, the very least. They were right to get me to calm down. They were right to put their hands over my mouth. Didn't stop me from shouting, didn't stop me from saying as we go on, as we go on, as we stroll along this squiggly little line, as the time lies, as the sand flies, as the ones, the others, the owners of the night, as it is, as it was, as it forever will be, just not always, all the time, you gotta look first anyway. It's not logical, not even hypothetical. I feel life flowing through me again, to say the least, the very least. It's not logical, not even hypothetical. I feel life flowing through me again, to say the least, the very least.
Hey,
Thank you.
absolutely.
I love how that it's so different from the last one
Yeah.
and from the next one, because I know the next one, and I love that variety.
No,
I
thank
know
you.
the artists that, they're good artists, but a lot of their songs sound the same, and I like that. That's very different.
Okay, we're going to go to a break. That was Alan Riggoletto on guitar and voice. And we'll be back in a few minutes.
Are you having fun running your business marketing? Or does online marketing and social media overwhelm you? Would you like to use Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Snapchat, or LinkedIn, to name just a few online social marketing opportunities to market your business successfully? Amplify Your Voice can help. We work exclusively with local businesses in the PANJ radio target area of Hunterdon, Mercer, and Bucks counties, offering social media workshops, one-on-one coaching, managed services, direct online marketing, and web design. Contact us today at 973-615-5287 or email us at radio@ampyourvoice.com for a free no-obligation review of your online marketing. You can also visit us at www.ampyourvoice.com. Amplify your voice in a crowded market. Together, we will put the fun back in your business marketing. Join us on the first Thursday of each month for Network Lambertville in Lambertville, New Jersey, the most productive open networking group in our area. At Network Lambertville, we serve award-winning wines, this month from La Vite, importers of fine Italian wines from Sicily, a fully catered meal created by Bitter Bob's Barbecue of New Hope, Pennsylvania, and fabulous desserts by Pudge Cakes of New Hope. Network Lambertville is held at Green Birdie Productions Green Screen Studio at 21 Bridge Street in Lambertville, New Jersey. Networking with wine and past appetizers starts at 6 p.m., with dinner served at 7:30 p.m. All networkers get 1 minute with microphone to talk about their business to the group. There is no fee to join Network Lambertville, but we do ask for a $20 tax-deductible donation at the door to help cover expenses. Network Lambertville has over 450 members, but we do limit attendance to the first 50 guests. So please log on to www.networklambertville.com now to sign up and for more information. See you at the next Network Lambertville on Thursday, February 4th, starting at 6 p.m.
Do you like indie music? Music created by independent musicians? Then set your dial to PANJradio.com. We feature hundreds of local independent musicians from our Tri-County focus area of Bucks, Hunterdon, and Mercer counties. We also feature great original music from Los Angeles to Chicago and from Nashville to New York City. Indie music is what it's all about here at PANJradio.com.
Removed my payphone, my one connection home. But the expanse of my day.
And we're back in the green room. Alan Riggoletto playing some music for us. Judith Marchand here, hanging out, enjoying the music.
Enjoying very
Yes.
much.
And me, Vinny V. So, that was cool. It's nice to get into some of this music, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it's great to play for you.
Yeah. So, you've been playing for so many years since you were young, and going through so many different stages of your music, right?
Yeah.
And now you teach. You
Yes,
teach.
yeah.
You teach all kinds of things. You teach regular guitars, classical guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Do you teach piano? No.
I teach a little bit of piano.
Do you?
Yeah, I mainly teach beginners. But I'll teach music on any.
And you teach all ages?
All ages, all experience levels. I'm great with working with kids and getting them to learn how to play the guitar, which at their age is a difficult thing to do. And I love working with advanced students, any age, any level.
And how do people get in touch with you if they want to take lessons?
They can contact me through my website, which is www.alanriggoletto.com.
You want to spell that for people?
Yeah. So the way I spell Alan, there's like 4 different spellings.
Yeah.
It's ALAN and RIGOLETTO. And you can also get in touch with the Birdhouse Center for the Arts
In Lambertville.
in Lambertville, and get in touch with them for lessons with me, and also the other teachers that they have there, who are all incredible, including Justin Non and Bronwyn Bird themselves.
Awesome. And you're all on Facebook too, so
Yeah,
people can
yeah.
reach you that way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And tell me a little bit about the producer. Have you worked with him a long time?
I worked with my friend James Straza to put this together. We did the whole thing live, so I didn't do any multi-tracking. I didn't, record the guitar first and vocals next. Big part of that is I don't like it when there's 2 people breathing at the same time. So there's only one person breathing on this album.
Hopefully through the whole album.
Yes, through the whole album. Yeah. I didn't see anyone behind me lurking in the shadows. But James is a very talented producer. He's been doing a lot of great work. And he recorded my band Aujita's last EP, Threesome, which came out February of last year in 2015. And he did an excellent job with that one as well. So very versatile. Did my singer-songwriter EP and my hard rock EP. So
That's talented. Awesome.
You started out with Aujita a long time ago, right?
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you were really young.
Yeah, that was all of our first band.
Yeah, it's like 14, something like that.
Yeah, I think it was 14.
Yeah, wow.
And just to note, that's AWJITA. It's a misspelling.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, AWJITA. Aujita.
Aujita. Awesome. Which means, again,
Indigestion.
indigestion. I just love that.
Yeah.
Well, your music's giving us anything but indigestion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought I'd create this singer-songwriter stuff to kind of work as the Pepto-Bismol.
And it does.
That's cool.
It does.
Very cool. Yeah. So let's do another one,
Okay.
Yeah.
if you don't mind.
Yeah. Why don't... I guess I'll just go down the track listing.
Yeah,
that
let's
works.
hear Every Night.
So this
I
is
love
the
that.
title song from Every Night.
And it's
Wait.
perfect for the springtime.
Yeah. This song has been really well received, so I decided to go all out and make it the title of my EP, and feature it as a single. If you check on YouTube, I do have a music video for this song that was filmed by Mark Jaworski, who I mentioned earlier. And he really
video.
captured exactly what I was looking for, just a moving photograph, beautiful setting. So definitely check out the video by Mark Jaworski on YouTube.
Yeah,
And
that's the
that's-
video I posted for the music marathon.
Yeah,
Is that the one?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
good video.
So Alan Riggoletto, Every Night, if you look on YouTube. softly coming from the brushes, we could hear the thrushes call. Every night, every night, every night, every night, every night, every night, you can hear a symphony. Every night, every night, every night, every night, every night, every night, lost in its own sound. Every night, every night, every night, every night, every night, every night, coming from the canopy. Every night, every night, every night, every night, every night, every night, certainly profound. There's magic in the echoes, the stillness of the ancient cacophony. Anywhere the wind blows, there's wonder hanging down from the trees. Way off out into the distance, we saw what we're missing. We were all that was remaining, the whole world was changing. The skies cried out into the night skies, bringing in the morning. And softly coming from the brushes, we could hear the thrushes call. Way off out into the distance, we saw what we're missing. We were all that was remaining, the whole world was changing. The skies cried out into the night skies, bringing in the morning. And softly coming from the brushes, we could hear the thrushes call. Every night, every night, every night, every night, every night, every night is every night, every night, every night, every night, every night, every night is every night, every night, every night, every night, every night is a fantasy.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Tell us about what inspired that song.
This song is a funny story. I was on a camping trip last year in the summertime, and I was hanging out around the fire with all my friends, and there was just an enormous amount of tree frogs that were just hollering. Like there was just
You can hear them now, yeah.
yeah, the sky was full of tree frogs, and I said, "I'll see you later, guys." And I picked up my guitar, and I just felt like jamming with the tree frogs, and that melody came out.
That's awesome. So beautiful.
That melody came out, and it was through that whole weekend I was writing that song, and the chorus refers to the very end of the weekend, staring at the fire at like 5:30 in the morning, watching the sun come up. And there's just a magical part of that early morning where the birds just start chirping for the first time. And, as you will see from my photography show, I'm a little obsessed with birds. So I was very aware of the fact that they were wood thrushes and that they I knew exactly what the call was. It's one of my favorite calls, very haunting, and so I referred to that in the chorus, and like softly from the brushes we could hear the thrushes call. So that was just that whole experience of being in the woods for the weekend.
That's a great. I feel like I'm there when you play it.
Yeah.
And I love
too.
to be in the woods too, so
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
Yeah. It's really meant to evoke a feeling of nature and just being there and experiencing it.
It does.
I remember camping out when I was in Colorado. We were in the mountains and stuff, and that was actually the place where I stopped eating meat.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw all the beautiful animals and
Yeah.
cow.
Right.
We were in a cow pasture underneath
wow.
us and all things. I said no. I was doing meditation too. I was very heavily into it, and I just said, "That's it." I just can't. I wouldn't kill that beast. So
Yeah.
Right.
and it's beautiful, everything. It's just nature is so incredible.
Yeah.
Yes.
It sings to us,
Yeah, it really is.
and
So what else inspires your songwriting? I mean, obviously nature is a big one.
Well, a lot of it just has to do with just experiences. A lot of the songs that I write, the subject matter of the lyrics, it will kind of plague me for weeks to months. Writing a song can either be a really quick process for me where it just all comes out at once, or it can be a painstaking process where I kind of drive myself nuts for a couple of months.
do you write things down as you go, or do you keep them recorded as you go? Because I know I
record 'em.
used to try to do it, and
Yeah.
it's just like bits and pieces, and then I forget where I put them, and that was the end of that song.
Yeah. Well, one of the tracks on the EP I almost lost because I forgot to record it.
There you go.
And I sat down the next day and I was like, I don't remember how that went.
Oh no.
And I had the whole song written. So yeah, record your stuff, kids.
But you got it back.
Yeah, I got it back.
Good.
But sometimes, when I'm playing a new song, usually I have the whole thing written on the guitar, and I will have, visions in my head of an experience that I had that'll just pop up, and it's like for some reason I'm thinking about this one memory or this one thought, and it's like, okay, that's cool, I'll roll with that, and then start to focus on that as a topic for the lyrics.
Oh,
And,
so you do the guitar first, and then as you play the guitar, you
Yeah.
think about what the lyrics
Yeah.
would be. That's
Is that
cool.
usually the way you do it, or does it go the other way around every once in a while?
I don't think it's once gone the other way around.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
And sometimes I just kind of sing gibberish until words form, and then I roll with those words,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is how a good portion of the songs on this EP were written. My songwriting style has changed a little bit since then. But,
Well, it looks like you have one with still a little bit of gibberish, number 5.
oh, yeah.
How do you pronounce that?
The Flibbindy Jibbindies. That's-
Libbindy, jibbity.
Nice.
Yeah. Any musician would know that when you're writing songs, one of the hardest parts is coming up with a name. And unfortunately, you have to work with a song when you haven't come up with a name for it. And, I've gone through this, and most of the musicians I've talked to have gone through this, that you have to save on your computer when you record something, you have to have some sort of a
You got to
name.
call it something. Yeah.
So I just, I always have some sort of gibberish thing that I put in. And, because I got tired of putting new song 1, new song 2.
Right.
It's eventually it's like I have like 30 tunes called new song, and I'm not sure which one was the one I'm looking for.
Right.
Yeah.
So this one I just randomly called the Flibbindy Jibbindies.
Okay.
And I decided to roll with that word and keep it. And essentially, I coined the Flibbindy Jibbindies as a word for just panic, I guess, and this a sense of fear, and that kind of shows up in many aspects of life. And so I thought I'd run with that and make this song about that. So yeah.
Should we hear that
Okay,
song?
cool.
All right.
This is definitely the one of the more difficult to perform tunes on the
Oh.
on the album.
Ah, yes.
Saying he's saying that preacher's saying he's saying it to the chimes. What you gonna see when you're seeing it out of line? Playing, I'm playing for you folks, playing the same songs, the same rhymes. What you gonna say when I'm playing them on your dime? What you gonna do when you've had too much? What you gonna do when it's flippity jibbity time? Slowing down, they're slowing down every single night. Turning apples into water, peaches into wine. Making it, people's always making it to that great white light. What you gonna do on the day that you lose the fight? What you gonna do when you've had too much? What you gonna do when it's flippity jibbity time? When you say what you want, or else wait it out till you wake up. When you walk, say what you want, or else wait it out till you wake up now. When you walk, say what you want, or else wait it out till you wake up. When you walk, say what you want, or else wait it out till you wake up now. Turn it around, you gotta make that big deadline. Those honeysuckle flowers can hang out on the vine. We wait for what you're asking the wrong guy. What you gonna do when you find out the big lie? What you gonna do when you've had too much? Hanging out high, running back and forth and trying to tell what is right and wrong and spending all day keeping old King Kong in. What you gonna do when it's flipping the jibbity time? What you gonna do when it's flipping the jibbity time? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when it's flipping the jibbity time?
Bravo.
Cool.
That looked difficult.
Yes.
a lot of moving your fingers
Like
around.
that finger picking. Yeah, yeah.
Wow. And then you were doing something I hadn't seen before with your whole finger on the
Harmonics, yeah.
It's a
Is that what it
harmonics.
is?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
It's a nice effect.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yes.
Very cool. Wow. So when you play these at your show, will you explain a little bit about them?
Yeah,
That's
I'll-
good.
yeah, I'll explaining each one of them as thoroughly as I can.
Nice. Nice.
Do you ever write any political stuff or
Not really, you
No?
know, just kind of avoid
spiritual
that.
stuff or?
I guess there's a spiritual aspect to my
Well,
my
there's
music.
spiritual aspects
Yeah.
of all your songs,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Yeah, mainly what I focus on, like I said, is mainly experiences, and you know, if what I took out of it,
That's pretty
you know,
spiritual, actually.
what's that?
Coming from your experience, it's
Yeah.
pretty spiritual.
Yeah, you know, I think that you know, our experiences are a very big part of who we are, and
Absolutely.
these songs are, you know, essentially a meditation on those experiences, and
Our perspective on that stuff.
yeah, and if it's something that you was a really major part of your life, or you didn't even notice it at the time, having it as a song, you know, makes that experience something that you can just live over and over again when you play it.
Right.
Yes.
Wait, what gets me is you remember all the words to your new songs. So I can never do
Yeah.
that. I can't remember them old. I can't remember the new. It's like,
That's all the songs and all the notes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I attribute a lot of that. Well, first off, as a classical guitarist, you have to memorize
Yeah.
an infinite amount of music, which is just a big challenge, and certainly makes memorizing other stuff a whole lot easier. When you have to memorize 20 minutes of Bach, it makes singing a song a lot
Can't
easier.
imagine. Cannot imagine. Wow.
Can you play a Bach song?
I don't have the right guitar with me today.
Good excuse. So what else do you play? We've covered keyboards, guitar. I think you mentioned a little drums.
Yeah. Well, my main focus has always been guitar.
Yeah.
I dabble in other things, but
Just for fun, right?
Yeah,
Whenever there's a jam or something.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, if there's a piano hanging out at a jam session, I'll
Yeah.
jump on it. But the only two instruments that I really push myself as being proficient at is guitar and voice.
Yeah. And how many guitars do you have? Usually people have lots of guitars. I don't know. I
Well,
have
at
one.
this point in time, I have one steel string, two classicals, two electrics, mandolin, a violin.
When you say steel string, is that a lay-down guitar?
This guitar, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the acoustic. I do find that, if I have one guitar I really like, I play that one as my main guitar for years, and I
Yeah.
sort of have a guilt complex about all the other ones. I feel like I'm abandoning my friends, but
It's true. I have an old Gibson I've had since '69 or something like that.
yeah.
And I can't seem to get out of that guitar. My son-in-law makes guitars. He's a luthier, and
That's right.
he
Oh,
made
really?
me one. And I can't even to go to. It's electric, so it's a little different.
Yeah.
But I love playing the old guitar.
Yeah.
It's just sweet. It's a romance, I guess.
Yeah.
To have anything for that many years in my life, it's amazing. I've had other guitars before that, but
Yeah.
they seem to get left somewhere or something. But it's
Yeah.
nice to have a relationship with your guitar.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think, every place you go with
Did
it.
you name it?
This guitar? No, I named it Taylor as a joke once because it's a Taylor, but it's wasn't a serious name.
We're getting down to like a minute of
Okay.
the show, so
Yeah.
you want to give out some more of your information? I know you've given it out a few times, but let's give it out one more time.
Yeah, once
Yeah,
more.
go for it.
So I have my EP release show coming up March 25th. That's this Friday, starting at 7 p.m. with a photography show, and music starts at 8 p.m. That'll be at the Birdhouse Center for the Arts on 7 North Main Street in Lambertville. Admission is $10. I'll have photographs for sale, and I will also have my CD for sale. I also have Brandon Broderick joining me as an opener, phenomenal musician. And also, I'm available for hire as a professional guitarist in the area. I do weddings, special events as a classical guitarist, and I also do this stuff as well. I play Irish music, covers of various songs from the past 40 years. I do jazz standards. And then, of course, I'm a teacher as well at the Birdhouse Center of the Arts, which they have a phenomenal music education program there. So if you're looking for lessons in whatever you're looking for, certainly check out the Birdhouse Center for the Arts.
And your website is?
www.alanriggoletto.com. That's AlanRiggoletto.
Just as it sounds.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
Awesome.
one thing good about Italian names. They pretty much the way it's written is the way it sounds.
Right. No surprises.
That's great. So whether you want music for your event, or you want some lessons, or you want to just come out and enjoy a wonderful night,
Or decorate your walls.
Yeah, Alan does it all. Can't beat it. Well, thank you. Thank you so much
No
for
problem. Thanks for having me.
Coming on the
man,
show,
thanks so
yeah.
much for being here. We'll
no
try to
problem.
get you back later on if
Yeah, definitely.
Get some more songs out of you.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, join
man.
us Friday night at the
Yeah.
Birdhouse in Lambertville.
That's right.
Well, it's going to be a great night.
Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody out there. This is In the Green Room with Vinny V, Judith Marchand, Alan Riggoletto saying goodbye. See you next week.